Look at these live video effects there, people. Won't focus on it now. Scania logo. But yeah, this is the inside of a Scania S500. As brought to you by moi. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come and stand over here in this here corner so that you can see what it all looks like. So that's obviously my chair. Alright? Yes, it's a pee bottle. Grow up, people. Everyone's got to do it. And sometimes you don't get to park on services. And I've been in lay-bys that absolutely stink. I'd rather do it in that and take it away with me. But yeah, that being said, here's today's video. This is the majority of the kit that I bring with me. And as you can see, it's not put away. This has been done on purpose, people. It's been done because I want to show you a bit of... Oh, hold on. There we go. I want to show you a bit of the storage and the features of the cab. So, first and foremost, obviously, you've got your door. You come in, you sit down. That's where your taco card goes. There are all of your legalities. Don't smoke, don't use your phone, don't drive under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and wear your seatbelt. It's all common sense, really. But then above that, you have cupboard number 1. I'm not going to show everything in detail now because we'll get to different bits as we're doing different videos. In this here cupboard, I keep my spare PPE. I keep a hard hat, goggles, etc, etc, etc. And moving on, cupboard number 2 is this big old beastie in the middle. Sorry, I can't really get too far back because of my bed, or bunk, whichever one people want to call it. But I am lucky enough to work for a company who supplies vehicles that have lots of conveniences, such as a microwave, and I also have a stove as well. Little bits of cooking stuff. That's what's in that cupboard. This cupboard, end cupboard, I use for basically some of my cleaning stuff. More kitchen-y kind of cleaning stuff though, for when I'm eating, cleaning up my food. I've got some spare brew stuff in there, kettle, which is vital. And yeah, it's just kind of a bin bag storage area. I don't mean full bin bags, it's where I store all my ready-to-use bin bags. Under here, that is my emergency wash kit. Yes, people, we do sometimes have to just use baby wipes. If you're not at a service station, you do need to freshen up. There's nothing worse than stinking. So yeah, and I have some spare stuff for exterior cleaning. This is my, I don't know what you call it, window shelf. It's just kind of a little recess above your window. And surprisingly, I hold all the stuff to clean windows isn't in it. That is an absolute lifesaver. Best thing I've ever bought. It's just a squidgy bottle that squirts out. You clean your window, you flip it around, you dry your window. It's amazing, and it was about £3. So yeah, I then have 2 cubby holes there. One here, one here. Bits and bits, so all personal stuff, deodorants, aftershaves, stuff just for your own personal hygiene. In the bottom there, I store a fan in case it gets rather too hot. Obviously, I bring my bedding with me. This stays in the truck. This is just a boot caddy. The boot caddy is brilliant for all sorts of things. It saves me having my rubbish bags strewn all across the floor. Stores kit that I don't need on a regular occasion, and stores new stuff coming into the truck. This here, will all be revealed. This is a surprise. I'll reveal all that shortly. Thank you very much, Mark, for your input on that one. So yeah, bag number 1. This one here. This is, I don't know what you call it. I suppose it's my entertainment bag. It has everything in it that I bring to keep myself sane on the road. I'll go through that as a separate thing. This is my shower kit. You do need a separate bag for your shower kit, basically because you're going to take a clean set of clothes, get your shower, and then change into your clean clothes. So you're going to need to bring your dirty clothes back. So that's why I have a bag for it. This is my city bag. It's basically just an old kid's bag. But that has, as you can hear, crockery and cutlery and everything in it that's been taken home and washed. Obviously, it's far easier to either chuck it through a dishwasher or get it washed by hand properly at home when you've got a sink and all the relevant bits that you need than wiping it down with a anti-bac wipe in your truck. However, obviously when you're on the road, you sometimes do need to wipe things down with anti-bac wipes. And then I have my clothes bag. I'm not going to go through and show you my smalls, people. But yeah, I have a bag full of clothes for the week. And then this actually all stays in the truck. This is obviously a nice pillow that I was given as a present of me and my boy. And then I also have 1, 2, 3 different types of lumbar support / cushion / whatever, and they just stay in the truck. Reason for that is if you do end up just doing a day shift, you don't need to bring all of that, and as a result your bed's just bare. You do still get breaks and stuff, so it's good to have something to rest your head on. I also suffer with a bad back, so as a result I often use the lumbar support cushions on a time to time kind of basis, just to stay comfy. There's nothing worse than doing a long trip and not being comfy. Then, as we mentioned before, there's nothing worse than smelling. So that also includes your cab. So I have some Febreze here. Okay, Febreze is expensive, yeah, but it's good. It works, all right? Because it's expensive, I also have a backup, which is these 3 bottles, yeah, and you might see that a well-known truck name is on there. It is not what is in the bottle. Basically, those are just a fabric softener mixed with water, which is in essence exactly what Febreze is. So that allows you to keep your cab fresh. I have been in some horrendous cabs, and they can be muddy, dirty, disgusting, smelly, horrible places. Some people won't clean up after themselves. Some people like to live different to you. So as a result, I don't know, this is up to you guys. This is just what I bring. Bring what you want. But this is just what I do. I like my cab to be fresh and smell nice. I keep it clean. These are all my cleaning products, air fresheners, etc., a bit deodorant. And yeah, that's kind of all the way around the cab. You would have thought, however, because you live in it, you kind of need a bit more storage than that. So we have more storage. We have 2 drawers. Not going to show you in there because that's private. It's got all my work stuff in it, paperwork, etc., etc. But you have a nice deep drawer here. I kind of keep this at the moment as my COVID station. Obviously, anti-bacs. We have some medical masks for when you're on site, etc., etc. Always, even pre-COVID, I carried this. This is just general kind of medication, paracetamol, ibuprofen, anything you might need just to remain comfortable. There's absolutely nothing worse than getting yourself a headache that you can't treat while you're on the road. So yeah, I always try and make sure there is a supply. The reason it looks so full at the moment isn't because I have an issue. It's purely because with COVID and everything, it was really difficult to get hold of for a period. So not that I bought it in bulk, I bought it from separate shops. So yeah, moving then on to obviously being sat in the driver's position, you've got all of your buttons, etc. I'm not going to go through all that because not everyone's interested. You're not all truck drivers. You have a little cubby hole here, just to put stuff in, a 24 volt cigarette lighter there. Obviously, coffee, tea, whatever your choice drink is, it's always worth having with you. Which again reminds me of another feature that I have for the caddy. When said brews are finished, my dirty crockery and everything goes away in there until it's time to go home at the end of the week. Obviously, if I need to use them in the meantime, they'll just get washed. So you got your little cup holders, and then you have your little table. Obviously, you can see that I just use it for general things. Keeping my glasses, keeping my phone and what have you, and there's an air freshener on there. Then you have my little cup of wonders. One thing I would recommend every single driver in the world carry is one of these. It's an extendable back scratcher. There's absolutely nothing worse than driving down the road with an itch on your back and unable to reach it. That'll allow you to do it. I have these, which someone commented, not on any video, but to my face, they'd seen it in the background of one of my pictures, and they were like, why have you got loads of little brushes? Basically, because I'm a bit anal with keeping my truck clean. So I like to use the brushes to get in between places that you can't normally clean, etc, etc, in between little creases. Yeah, just like so, and in between your buttons and round, around, around. Even to the extent that this is one of my favourite things in the world. This just cleans in between events. Now, by no means do I use this as a show truck. Some people do, and I appreciate everything that other drivers do for their trucks. I don't, mainly because I don't really have the budget for it. Stuff for your truck can be quite dear, and I don't really have that kind of budget to be chucking at a truck when I've got a family. Also in there, keep me toothbrush and toothpaste as well. So obviously I can stay hygienic as I possibly can whilst on the road. What else is there? What have I not shown you? I know I'm missing something. Oh yeah, cupboards at the back. So along the back at the top above your bunk, I also have three massive, sorry, I'm really struggling with getting it to focus. I have three massive cupboards up here. This one at the end houses all of my cleaning stuff, internal and external cleaning stuff for the truck that isn't obviously either windows or my dash stuff. I'll show you all that again in a separate video. This cupboard in the middle houses all of my food. I'm not going to show you that because I'm going to do your full food and what I bring to work video separately. And finally, this cupboard here is what houses my clothes. So that's basically where that bag lives. That being said, obviously, this here would be part one of the video because you don't normally see all of this in this state. It's normally all put away nice and nice. However, at the moment, it's all as such. So what I'm going to do is leave the rest for another video. I hope you appreciate... Oh, here's me forgetting. 1 minute, 1 minute. We've also got two other cupboards underneath the bunk. This one here houses all my rubbish. When I say rubbish, I mean like crap food. So as you can see, lots of crisps at the moment, but underneath that I house all of my cutlery and everything and all my crockery, cleaning stuff. It's just because it's here, it's nice and easy to get to, and it's all hidden away nicely as such. Sorry about the state of my floor. I'm going to need to get my Hoover out. And finally, this is my fridge. But I'm not going to show it you. Ha ha ha. Not going to show it you because it's a short week. There isn't really an awful lot in there. So it's not probably that worth it. But yeah, that's a brief, albeit tour of the cab of a Scania Next Generation S500. What I'm going to do is get all this popped away, and then on another video I will go through what I bring with me entertainment wise, what's in the shower bag, what kind of crockery and everything I have. Like I say, I'm not going to show you the clothes. You all know what clothes look like. And I'll also run through a brief explanation of what kind of bedding and kit I bring. But again, always on another video. So stay tuned, folks. Thank you very much. If you like the video, you like the walk around, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to be notified when new videos are up, click that notification icon. Thank you very much, folks. One last order of business. The reason all this is half a week's kit and not a full kit, and the reason I'm doing this partway through the week as a first day video, is because I had yesterday off because it was my son's birthday. So happy birthday, Luca. I hope you had an amazing day. I do apologise for the gratuitous mention. In fact, no, I don't apologise for the gratuitous mention. He's my son and I love him to bits. So happy birthday to Luca. Hope you enjoyed yourself, kiddo, and see you all soon.